one final, I'd like all of you to consider one piece of advice that you'd give to agents in the coming weeks. The next ICG1 webinar is, I believe, on Tuesday the 9th of June. Is that correct, Ian? Excellent. Normal time. Not sure what the topic is, but it'll be amazing as always. So what I'd like to do is we'll start off with the suppliers first. So we'll start with Ian, and then we'll go to Bob, and then we'll go to Gary, and then we'll go to Heather, and we'll go to Ben first. What one-line piece of advice, be you an agent or just in life, that you would give to people on this?
In life, support Leeds United, certainly. In business, it would definitely be, Bob's yawning. I think in business, it's going to come down to the same thing that I always say: get the wrong people off the bus and get the right people on it. Everything else flows from there. You know, make sure you've got the right people. Any passengers, don't hold on to them.
Okay, Gary?
For me, it's process and opportunities. Get the right processes and look after the opportunities right now. I think that's the best thing that agents can do right now.
Bob?
Well, I agree with Ian, not the bit about Leeds United, but keeping the good people on the bus and kicking the other ones off. My word of advice to anybody in business, full stop, right now is as many businesses run out of cash coming out of a recession as they do going into a recession. And we're not even in the woods. We're not out of the woods yet. In fact, we're only just in the woods.
Heather?
Yeah, I would say I think all of us really looked at our businesses during this time and came up with loads of things that we wanted to implement, loads of tools that we wanted to use. You know, we certainly did, and we saw the same from an inquiries point of view on Spectre. And I think going back to work caught us all potentially a little bit off guard. And I would say, don't forget all the ideas that you came up with and how you reimagined your business, and make sure you implement them, even though we came back a little bit sooner than I think most people anticipated.
Ben?
Life-wise, I think that we need, anyone who's got a wife with kids needs to give her a pay rise for all the tuition that they've been doing for our darling little munchkins.
That's very sexist.
Sorry, and husband. Sorry, I'm glad you're on the call. I was just thinking of my wife. I'm sorry, and the dads. Big up the dads. And then from a point of view of agents wanting to get leads, look at what you're saying on your websites and in all your communication. Is it really awesome? And you might come up with a few surprises when you look at that.
Good stuff. Talking of awesome, the bearded monster from Iceland, Christian.
I think I'd just say, look, there's very few things that are genuinely outside of your control. So if you see a problem with your business, the likelihood is that you can genuinely do something about it. So figure it out. And if you can't figure it out yourself, use the best resource you've got, your staff. Ask them the questions that you don't necessarily want to answer yourself, and listen to them.
Good stuff. Dee?
I think I'd just echo what Heather was talking about. We won't get the opportunity that we've just had over the last 2 months probably ever again. Hopefully never again. But we've got to seize what we've been working on in that time and implement it.
Good stuff. Charlie?
I think now more than ever, I think business owners have got huge decisions to make, especially how quickly they bring everyone back. And I think it's extremely important that we really look closely at our stats. So look at our KPIs, look at what we're actually doing, look at facts, like Bob said. Don't just have a hunch that it's going to get busier. Really look at what we're doing, analyse what we're doing, and then make the decisions going forward. So be cautiously optimistic. That would be my advice.
And finally, Yorkshire's most favourite estate agent, Richard Powell.
Well, the first thing I say, I absolutely
He smiles, look.
agree 100% with Bob about the cash. The problems are a bit further down the road. We've not really hit the problems yet. Advice, work out what model you really want to run, work out what the processes are, work out how Proptech can help you, and then get them all in one place.